Common sampling disasters. What are some great ways to make a mess of sampling? Yes. Others? Yes. Beautiful. Volunteer sample. It's a sample where the sole criterion for inclusion is volunteerism. Maybe you're taking a psychology class. Anybody here took a psychology class? Yes? And maybe there's some kind of project. You have to do some survey or something. It's part of that class. So what you do is you make a questionnaire, and then you put the link up on Facebook and ask all your friends to take that survey. Some of what is going to be wrong with that is every single one of your friends going to fill that survey out? Nope. Only the ones that volunteer. Is there something different about the ones that volunteer to do it? Yeah. And let's try to use bias in this class to mean the statistical thing and find other creative words for the thing out there that we call bias. All right. And what is a convenience sample? Right. So I need to learn something about human beings, and I'm like, well, I've got 45 students right here. Should I go out there and sample? No, why do I need to? I've just got 45 people right here. Let me sample from them. That would be a convenience sample. Convenient for me, inconvenient for you. But not a good idea. So that's a sample wherein the sole criterion for inclusion is availability. Okay, now we are going to learn how to not do statistics by having 4 cases where we are going to pretend that we've done things terribly. Welcome to Middle-earth. Who's watched The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings? Great. All right, so I decided we were going to have a fantasy example from a fantasy world so that we don't do this in the real world. None of these things. So here's your chance to get it out of your system. Do it terribly. And never do it in real life. Okay, so make a friend. Everybody make a friend next to you or behind you or... All right, everybody has a friend. Okay. As you go through this activity, ladies and gentlemen, find something to write with. As you go through this activity, things I want to know from you are, what was the population of interest? What was the parameter of interest? And why is it awful? Okay, and I want this to be nice and detailed and long, and think about it. Okay. Quest number 1. Right, you are assisting in an evil campaign to declare it legal for orcs to hunt hobbits. Right? You must produce research claiming that the citizens of Middle-earth are generally in favor of this policy, even though you know it is not true. So, you need to produce research that claims this thing. You know in your heart of hearts that it's dishonest, but you have to find some way to get data in support of this thing that you want to show, which is not true. So, find some creative ways. Go ahead, have some fun with it, but also get to the point of the matter. Work with your friend. Discuss. And answer those things on the board.